I'm Gemma Stafford and welcome to another episode of Bigger Bolder Baking. So I have a Michelin star chocolate chip cookie recipe that I really want to share with you. But chocolate chip cookies on their own aren't very big and bold. So what we're going to do is make a cake with chocolate chip cookie layers. We're going to sandwich it together with vanilla buttercream frosting. It is going to be out of this world. So let's start with our chocolate chip cookies. We're going to cream a pound of butter at room temperature and we're going to add in our sugars, both of our sugars. Turn it on medium-low and then add in your sugar. Cream those two together. Run your spatula underneath the bowl to make sure you get up any buttery lumps. You don't need to cream this for very long, just until it's combined. Now to this, we are going to add our 3 eggs. So add a nice generous tablespoon of vanilla extract to your 3 eggs and whisk them together with a fork. So turn your machine on again to a medium-low speed and start slowly adding in your eggs. Add a little bit of egg at a time. Add a little, get it incorporated, and then add a little bit more. Now we're going to add in our dry ingredients. So we have our flour, 800 grams. We're going to add in salt. And into this, we're going to add in 3 teaspoons of baking soda. And a little bit like what we did with our awesome rainbow cake, is put it into your hand first and just break off any lumps of bicarbonate of soda. Just mix these ingredients together separately before you add them into your cookie dough. Pour the flour into your creamed mixture in 2 batches. Half in, turn the machine on low, incorporate it a little bit, just to not overfill your machine, and then add in the rest. So turn your machine on low and just incorporate all of that flour. The one thing you don't want to do is that once you add in flour to any ingredient, you don't want to start mixing it too much, because when you start to overmix flour, it toughens it and it will toughen your cake, your cookies, no matter what it is. Now, just before our cookie dough is all combined, we're going to add in our chocolate bits. Always buy good quality chocolate. It makes the world of difference to your end result. What I did was I put it in a food processor and I broke it up. You can buy really good quality chocolate chips in a supermarket. They're not that expensive, but the important ingredient is to buy good quality chocolate. It makes all of the difference to your cookies. And just slowly start to add in our chocolate. Don't be afraid to try your chocolate cookie dough. If it tastes that good raw, it's going to be amazing when it's baked. So we're going to prepare 4 tins for our chocolate chip cookie cake. So get a 9-inch cake pan. We're going to line it with parchment paper and we're going to grease it so the cookie comes out easy. So I'm going to share with you a little tip from Mammy Stafford, which is always save these papers no matter what. And then when it comes to greasing your pan, you don't have to melt butter, dirty brush. You just get your paper in and around the tin. Done. And then throw it in the bin. No muss, no fuss. So once your cake tins are greased and have parchment in them, we're going to weigh into each tin around 600 grams of your cookie dough. 600 grams will be around a quarter or less of your cookie dough. So you can actually make around 4 layers out of this big batch of cookie dough. I know it's a lot of cookie dough, but with this cake, the bigger the better. So once you have your cookie dough in there, just get stuck in and start spreading it around your tin. Do it as evenly as possible, but don't worry too much, because once it goes in the oven, it'll all flatten out. Okay, same with the next one. Just flatten them all out. So if you don't have an abundance of cake pans, don't worry. Just get a 9-inch bowl, put it on some parchment and draw a circle around it. Put your cookie on freeform and then just shape it to the size of the circle. Your cookies will come out pretty much the same shape as long as you keep them within the circle, and it'll be a little bit more rustic and a little bit more handmade. So before we bake off our chocolate chip cookie cake, I'm going to scatter my cookies with M&Ms because I love M&Ms and they add such great color. Try and get a good mix of M&Ms. There seems to be a lot of orange and green. Orange and green is the Irish national flag. These cookies are going to look so good. Bake the cookies at 350 degrees for 20 minutes. While they're in the oven, let's make the frosting. To make the vanilla buttercream frosting, beat the butter for around 6 to 8 minutes. When pale in color, add in the sifted icing sugar 1 scoop at a time. Next, add in vanilla, milk, and a pinch of salt, and continue to beat for a further 4 minutes. Your frosting will be fluffy and light, and it tastes amazing. When your cookies are baked, cool them on a wire rack until cold. To assemble your cake, spoon the frosting generously on each layer. I went crazy and made 4 layers. Save the best looking cookie for the top of your cake. You can see what a difference the M&Ms make. When it comes to desserts, go big or go home, that's what I say. This giant chocolate chip cookie cake looks and tastes amazing. Now that's what I call bold baking, taking an average everyday recipe and making it over the top and amazing. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, check out all our other videos, and we'll see you back here again next week for another bigger, bolder baking challenge.